times is illusion, but 2025, it's so different. It starts the first half of the year, it's very chaotic. I feel so much things are going on, so much events are throwing all at once to us. But deep down, I feel it's a shift. We are constantly shifting from one reality to another reality. And this is also, I believe, is what the Mandela Effect is. And what's Mandela Effect is, if you Google it, it will tell you that it's a group of people remember a certain historical event in one way and the other is another way. So Nelson Mandela, one group of people was remember him pass in the prison, in the jail, and another group didn't. So what is going on here? Just to give you some example that I observed myself in the beginning of 2025, if you're in the California, Los Angeles, we start off with a fire, and the fire just seems so unnatural, okay? Because it just like a pocket, right? It burns like a pocket. And there's many controversy and there's many conspiracy theories and theorists is talking about this is not real and this is probably have a intentional intention, which is I believe so as well, because things just happen all of a sudden and people are just pointing finger and blame everyone else. It's somebody's fault. Nobody, our government official, Gavin Newsom, never to be the one who's false. So it's very interesting. And then we move on to tariff. Our President Trump is trying to put some tariff into certain countries and it goes back and forth. It's just like feeling like our reality is shifting because our consciousness is the true reality. And each individual of us has individual consciousness, of course, but there's also a collective consciousness, which means what we experience, we have our individually experiences of what we think, believe, and project the reality that we call reality, right? And we also have a massive, which is more collective reality that like a group of people or sometimes a country, nation. Just since we're talking about President Trump, I have one or two friends from other countries. I believe one is from Australia. He told me that in Australia, Donald Trump, President Trump, in their country, they know him as a business person, nothing else. So the media, again, the media or the TV, the news, it's control our understanding, our feelings towards our politic, our government. And yet, that's why a group of people has generate or create this collective conscious in one way, and another nation is in another way. And if you are not consciousness aware of our individual conscious, we might project something out there that we're not aware of, or unconscious or subconscious, that we project to the world, which will become a collective consciousness. And I believe back to the first half of 2025, you can see a lot of things going on. It just one day is this way and second day is the other way. It just feels like a Mandela effect. And another one that's pretty stand out is Elon and Trump. Somehow they broke up the buddy relationship. And it strangely is just like I mentioned, one day Elon was very go at it with Trump. And another day, he apologized. He said, the tweet on X was over the board. It's too much. And then after a few more days, when President Trump released and published the big beautiful bill, then he comes back and against it, and even want to start a new party in America, new political party in America. And I believe has something to do with AI, but I think we'll stay on our topic and I'll get to the AI new American party maybe a few episodes down. Okay, but back to where we're talking about. Mandela Effect. Okay, and then we get into the world, like Iran and Israel, India, they all have conflicts, and then Ukraine and Russia. And if you really pay attention, I don't even watch the news, as many of you who follow me for a while know that I don't even watch the news, but I tend to know the headlines. So one day, if you remember, okay, President Trump was telling the country to stop the war. Okay, both Middle Eastern country agree on one of those days. And the second day after we woke up, and then they continue. And President Trump even dropped the F-bomb. Remember that? Okay, so this is all what we experienced just within the first 6 months of 2025. Can you believe it? And I'm not done yet. Besides Elon, Middle Eastern world, tariff, and then ICE. Okay? ICE, the immigrants, illegal immigrants, that it's all over the news. There's so many videos out there. If you pay really close attention, there's one little section that Gavin Newsom came out and said, there's no riots. There's nothing going on. There's no people looting, destroy, or even attack a cop in LA. Okay, he even say the footage on the news broadcast was not real. Think about that. In the age of AI, I'm sure everyone, when you scroll on the social media, you saw many videos, looks real, looks so real that you don't even know if it's real, right? So just think about if regular people, you and I people can make some AI video look so real that you cannot tell if it's real event or fake, then there's nothing can stop the news broadcast to do the same. Because honestly, I'm in Southern California, LA, right? And I've been going all over the places in LA, Long Beach, and honestly, I see a lot of posts about ICE going after Hispanic illegals. I'm not saying that it's okay to be illegal. It's okay to not come to the America in the right process. I'm not supporting that. But what I'm trying to say is that we need to pay attention to what's been put out in the media, and not trying to brainwash us and make us believe in certain beliefs. And then we in that loop, and we project it out in a certain outcome and influence the collective. You know what I'm saying? So I'm running around in LA. I'm running around all over LA, to be honest with you. And I have not seen with my own eyes, not one, ICE is going after anybody. Not even a Home Depot. Okay? I don't see any riots. I don't encounter it. Of course I try to avoid it, but I just don't see what people are showing on TV or people post it on social media. I just don't experience that. And that might be because I don't watch the news, so I don't project that reality individually. It can make sense that way. But also can be, if we look at the 3D dimensions, it can be also the media is trying to brainwash us. Okay, and then if you really look close to what's going on after they show more of that, they even start burning the Waymo card. And I think they show that is because to push away the narrative that these are not real. There's no riots like Gavin Newsom say. And those are, I think he said that those clips are back in, 2020 or 2021? But there's no Waymo at the time. But anyway, so I think, nevertheless, AI can create anything, any videos right now, and you can't even tell if it's real or not. So my best bet, in order for us to be in the present, in the now, is just to be there, to know. Just like I mentioned, I don't see it myself. And again, it may be because I don't watch the TV, I don't watch the news. So this reality doesn't, I don't tap into that reality. It can be like that, right? It's possible. Mandela Effect. I'm not sure if anybody experienced any of that. If you guys do, please share with us in the comments. But I want to share, I want to share some of the personal experience of the Mandela Effect. I have, I think, a handful, okay, that I remember. And then the last one is really going to shock you because it's most recent. And the first one, I'm just going to say, the very, very first one is in Vegas, the Luxor, the Pyramid Hotel, the Luxor. From my memory, when I recall my memory, I remember the Luxor was in a gold color. Entire pyramid is in gold color. Okay? But when I start asking people, do you ever remember the pyramid, the Luxor, is in gold color, not black? It seems like nobody can remember that. I remember this is in the 90s. Okay, gold color. And I even Google it, the Luxor, and I just can't find any Luxor in the gold color. No image, no videos. Strange. Okay, and second is I was watching a video. And this is coming from a guy who's actually a musician, a rapper. And then he also shares some of his Mandela Effect. And one of the effect that he shared was JFK assassin. Remember the car that he's in? I remember before it was 4-seated, meaning 1, 2, he's sitting in the back and there's driver and the passenger, right? If you Google it right now, JFK assassin vehicle, it becomes 6 seats. JFK and I believe his wife, and then there's a middle seat, and then the driver and passenger, it becomes 6 seats. Very strange. Yes. And the third one that I want to share, which before I get to the last one, is the Southern America. If you Google the map of, just war map, okay? Americans here, and then on the West Coast is California. To me, what I remember is usually California, and it's going a little bit like this to Mexico, and then Southern America, right? Like this. But now, it tilted way more. Okay, it became this way. It wasn't like this anymore. It was more like this. Okay? I don't know. So I really believe, again, we're shifting. We're shifting all the time. We're shifting. We tap into different reality, depending on your belief, your focus, your attention, your feelings. So if you don't pay attention, those little tiny things that we're not paying attention, we won't be able to have a conscious to aware that these changes. But if you're watching this, okay, I'm just saying, if you're watching this video right now, you are also shifting into the reality that I am experiencing, right? Because I just list a few big moments of 2020, the first part of 2025. And if you are experience what I just mentioned earlier, then we're in the same reality. So the last Mandela Effect is recently. It's less than a month. Okay. I want you guys to do this the same. Google, where is our heart located? From my memory, from the reality that I came from, the heart used to be on the left side. Okay, no questions. Okay, left side, right here. But right now, if you Google where is the human heart located, it becomes more like a center left. So after I've discovered this, I asked my friends. I intentionally asked few friends, close friends, of course, because people are gonna think I'm crazy. Okay, so I asked few close friends. One of the friends, he also remembered our heart is on the left. It was never even close to the center. Okay, and then the second friend I asked, where is the human heart located? And he described it's in the center. Okay, so Mandela Effect is happening every single moment, every single day in our life or reality. And I know these days, I think these past, almost 10 years, our United States, our politics is very divided. Okay? I think this is what's happening. It's divided because of what I just described. One people remember one thing and a group of other people remember another things, and it causes the division. Okay? And I personally lost a lot of friends because what I believe, what I support, my view, and which is okay with me. I'm not going to change myself. This is who I am, and I share what I believe on and offline. And if you're truly my friend, which I have a few, luckily, they will still be friends with me, no matter what. And I respect everybody's point of view as well. The last thing I want to say is that one of the close friends that I used to be, I guess, close, when she was commenting about our politics, President Trump, ICE, okay, I replied this comment. I say, we are all living in a different universe. We are living in a parallel universe. Okay? So we experience a different reality individually and also collectively, right? So of course I didn't go into that detail. I just say we're all living in a different reality. You are in a different universe. That's what I say. Not word for word, but that's what I say. And then she got upset. I think she thought I was insulting her or tried to mock her, but I'm literally speaking what I said. We are living in a different reality. We have different universe. The universe is a collective consciousness. Different reality, parallel reality is every single consciousness. Okay, just think about that. All right. Thank you for watching. And if you're on the audio, thank you for listening. And this is a very interesting topic. I want to really see if you guys experience any of the Mandela Effect. And just to let you guys know, we don't want to hate each other because we are all connected. No matter what reality we experience, no matter what consciousness or collective consciousness that we are projecting, we are all connected at the end of the day. Okay? All right, so be peace. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you're on the audio platform, please follow and give me a review on the show, please. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.